Hello everybody and welcome back to the Vampire Counts playthrough on Total Warhammer. Now I know this series has been a bit sporadic of late. I'm going to try and get back to much more regularly scheduled content on this game because I do love it. If you haven't checked it out already, I am also doing a co-op series with Blackfire Forge where I am playing as the orcs and him as the dwarves. That's pretty good fun. That's going to be every Friday, so go check that out if you haven't already. As for this, as I say, I want to get back into it, get a lot more of it up on the channel. So, where were we? So we've got Manfred here, who's continuing into the Wizenlands. Talabekland also have a force here, we're not at war with them. They've just retaken the moot. Oh no, it's rebels, wasn't it? And they've reinstated the Stirland. And we were sending over Reynold, who just raised a new army, and Skullgrave, of course, is still Essen trying to increase the public order enough so that you can actually leave it. Would be nice. So, can Manfred move? He hasn't quite moved far enough. Okay. I don't think there's anything we can do. We are in minus income, so we need to sort that out pretty quickly. We're going to end the turn. Now, I've been thinking lately, I understand that from the outside this channel might look a bit confusing in terms of the type of content that goes up. This probably isn't the place to talk about it, but I'll just have to make a quick note of it. What have we got quickly? We'll see who the fool is, plus leadership, minus recruitment cost. I mean, we haven't got any money to maintain the army we've got, let alone recruit any more, so we'll see who the fool is. They're the Varg. They're also a neutral army, and they've run away. Stirland are the enemy. Right, we're going to double back and take back the moot. What kind of army have they got there? Garrison of 5 and 4 units there. Let's move them across next to Manfred. I had him on march. Bugger. Didn't really mean to do that. Oh well. We still can't build anything. Can't really do much else. But wait. Yeah, I was going to say, it's people that watch the Total War stuff, or the strategy content in general. A lot of channels, a lot of smaller channels especially, concentrate on a single game. Oh, Fort Erbstein's now being attacked. That by the Stirland. It is. We apparently don't stand a chance. But we're going to fight it, so you never know what we might be able to do. At least damage them. Yeah, so people that want to watch a lot of smaller channels, that's what I was getting at. I say I should redo this in a vlog or something at some point. I'll probably do that. Concentrate on a single type of game or a single game to begin with. I want the channel to represent what I do in general. I play so many different types of games. So if you're staying around for the Total War content and you see like these F1 uploads and you're like, I'm not interested in that, why should I be subscribed to this channel? You know, Total War content is going to, as I say, I'm going to try and make it much more regularly. There will be other strategy game content because I love strategy games. So I'm going to keep it going. What I'm trying to get is if you can bear the content going up on the channel that you maybe don't enjoy, and then you can watch Total War content you might enjoy. I love Total War, have done for almost a decade now, and I will try and always make sure there's always at least one series going on the channel. As I say, there is also that co-op about with Forge, which is going to be going on for quite a while as well. So I just feel that anyone looking from the outside might get the... It's pretty confusing to see what the channel's about and to grow an attachment. Right, we are in the battle then. Not really much in the way of tactics we can probably do here. Just flank them with the zombies and use the bats where we can, to be honest. Skeletons, yeah, they're better at defense, so we'll keep them as a defensive force if they attack us, which they are going to. Missile cavalry's a bit of a problem. I might just send the bats straight at them, you know. So they are just going to wreck shop. Flying bats, yeah, they don't half make a fuss about getting somewhere quickly, do they? Figure if they just flapped in a slightly different manner they'd be alright, but here we go. Sending on the missile cavalry. That's gonna scare them off. Getting a little bit diverted there. This is probably a good opportunity to go in actually with the main force. Let's go straight on their lord. Let's go straight over there. If we can isolate their lord, actually, that might be good. We can get them in there, and then we can get the zombies around the back, maybe. Alpha Scouser. Sure, you are a fine warrior, sir, but can you take on both 133 zombies, skeletons, and a horde of zombies? We shall find out. I'm surprised we can actually control the zombies. I think they've been pretty incoherent in terms of direction.
As long as we draw breath, they will die.
Come on. Come on, you little zombies. Let's see what you can do. They're getting pretty pummeled by that missile cavalry at the moment. They're just getting there straight away. Not quite round the back, but that'll do. It's a bloody battle going on there. Their lord is doing fine. He can take it, apparently. So this really is just to see what kind of damage we can do, and hopefully damage their force by the time Manfred or someone can get there. I mean, spinny spin there. Skeleton's being flanked now by the halberdiers. Yeah, I mean, it's losing the battle. I mean, the bats just got swamped, really, didn't they? It wasn't the best use of them. They did a fair amount of damage to the Outriders, I suppose. I was trying to get them isolated, which I didn't manage to do. Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. They just all dissolved instantly. Never seen that before. Guess because they're undead, they just melt into the ground. And we lost all of them. Oh, it's a garrison, isn't it? So I suppose they, yeah. Maybe we summon a garrison with an ancient spell or something. Decisive defeat. I always get this really long pause after battles. I don't know why it does that. I only lost 22, really? I thought we did a bit more damage than that, but I just raided and ran away. sacked. Style hero, rebellion imminent, wonderful. Rest of it pretty useless. Okay, things are starting to go a little bit wrong again. Pretty small army. Pretty sure this army can take them on, but they're in forced march. They're normal. They can't quite get there. And we'll send Manfred to take back the moot. Don't really need to fight that. Simple enough. Occupy it once again. Treasure rate income for Vampire Crypts and Vampire Keeps plus 8% in the local region. We're in almost broken level. Almost. And an enchanted shield for Manfred, plus 3 armor and plus 5 melee defense. Right, so it's Averheim that's going to rebel. We really need to free up this army, that's the problem at the moment. Plus 2, the military is... yeah, 9. If I run away, that's just going to go down the pan as well. Hopefully we can take back over, get rid of this army pretty quickly, and then we can head over to Averheim. The Moot can probably survive for the moment, but Manfred can't get back over to Averheim this turn, unfortunately. Grenstad is in the same position. We're never able to quite get anywhere quick enough, stay anywhere long enough even, to really get back on level ground. Okay, damaged building, yeah, we haven't got any, we can't really afford to repair it, and there's another army right next to it, so just accept that. We can't do it for the moment. They're just going to attack it again, what's the point in that? You ransacked it like a day ago. They're going to actually capture it this time? Just burn everything to the ground once again. See, even auto-resolve, there's a little stutter, it's not doing anything. There we go. No, they're going to completely obliterate it. Oh dear. I've raised it to the ground. Okay. We'll get on top of this eventually. Tune in for episode 57 when we finally sort things out. Raiding, technology, Beastmaster. Mine's upkeep for Vargolf and Vargeists. Good. Hasn't really made any difference though because we've just lost a settlement, therefore some income. Right, technology. We just need to sort our financial situation at the moment, really. Armor, fell bats, melee defense. Is there anything else that's going to save us money? That will for zombies. I don't really have many zombies. Yeah, let's raise the armor for skeleton unit for sure. Who are these people? Avalon rebels. Are the rebels? Okay. How big's that army? Big-ish. Okay, right, let's get rid of these guys. It's going to be simple enough to resolve that. Didn't really lose many units. Do with the money right now. Shall return them. Follow a gain for Reynold von Carstein, a Warpstone Hunter. Plus 4% income from all buildings in the local region. Enemy killed in battle, faction destroyed. Bats and wolves gather. It's going to cost 1900 to... Damn rebels. Rebel scum. How's the Moot doing? Kind of okay, I guess. Need to go and take out these rebels. Let's move them in at the Moot. Yeah, we just need to shore up this area, really. That's what we need to do. Schwarzenhof. We should be able to resettle as well, maybe. Just hold this region. Land have 2 left. Everything else has been razed to the ground. That's a chaos thing, isn't it? Yeah, it's been chaosified. Where's the chaos armies then? Run off in a different direction, I hope. Nowhere near us. Yeah, let's not worry about chaos at the moment, shall we not? Let's end the turn. Skill point for Reynold. Anything that can save us some money, Reynold? Nope, you're not exactly an accountant, are you? Ability spells, leadership. I better use spells, to be fair. So something that's going to give us our army a boost. We shall do that. And end the turn again. Raiding, more raiding by the rebels. Lovely. Right, let's finally get rid of this bleeding rebel army. Oh my lord, that's a much bigger rebel army than it used to be. They've been busy. Okay, well, we're going to have a big old battle here, I think, to end the episode. So we've got a lot of mortars. Missile cav. I love that guy's armour. That style of armour from Warhammer, so cool. A few handgunners, basic troops. This is our battle-hardened army with Manfred, so it should be no problem. But we need to oversee it to be sure. Okay, so on the field, we're in a pretty dense forest on a very weird angled slope. Great. Not ideal for fighting, but not going to complain too much. Right, we're going to have a main contingent of Grave Guard that's going to go straight at them. We're going to send a pretty massive... Let's just group them up quickly. We're going to send a pretty big flanking force all in one go through these woods. Try and bypass them. And then we're going to send the Black Knight contingent down low to flank the other way. Manfred, as always, is going to be with the main force. And the Vargeis will put to support this flanking force here. Wind's magic, that's fine. Right. Okay. Let's send the main army forward. Oh, I need to start battle, not just deploy. Idiot. We'll send the Black Knights down into that valley slowly, men, slowly. And for the slot, we shall move to this side of the woods, also slowly. Those Vargeis are going to go a bit quicker than the rest. What do we do about that? Let's just get these guys to get their trot on. Oh, here come the mortars. Maybe we should run. Probably should run. Not too much damage, thankfully. Alright, where are they moving? They're moving up onto the hill. They've seen the Vargeis and are reorganising towards them. They're a bit confused where to go now, because they've probably just seen the Black Knights travelling down here through the woods. And our main army is getting its shift on for a frontal confrontation. Manfred, as always, you've seen the series before, is just running ahead of everybody like the mad vampire king he is. Just run, sure, why not? Actually, no, Vargeist don't run. Yeah, Vargeist just stay back a little bit for now. Right, let's move this main line up and try and get them engaged to pin them. Then that's when we're going to have the chance to flank. Mortars don't seem to have done too much damage. They are redirecting to our flanking force now. Right, now they're looking to engage. Actually, no, you guys take those, you take those, you take those, you take those, you sort of take those. Manfred, you get in that fight there. Which way do I? No, actually, that way, don't I? Vargeist, let's get you in on those range units around the back. Black Knights, let's get you in for a charge this side. So Vargeist involved. That seems like a bit overkill, actually. Just the one unit on that. We'll bring these through the middle. Black Knights are in position. So let's get these guys stuck in. Let's bring this one little unit down here to try and get in this little hole there. So you guys just dive in there, you guys dive in there. You take that cavalry. And you chase those guys off. Lovely. Right, we've got this whole force through now. Oh, it's just total chaos, isn't it? This army is really the only thing that is saving this empire at the moment. No matter how much the rest of the empire is in disarray, Manfred just wrecks shop with whoever he faces. Victory is ours, but we are going to inflict the maximum casualties possible for that crucial experience. Which ones we got over there? One unit there. Where do our other guys go? All the way down there. Let's speed it up. Good victory, that one. Manfred's army is the only thing between us and destruction, really. Luckily, it is so powerful that it... I mean, this wasn't particularly a fair fight, let's be honest. We were always going to win it. But, at least... it was not done with my usual blundering style, and we actually took very little casualties. Which is good news. Right, I think that will probably be enough killing for today. So we'll end that turn. End the battle. Just 72 losses to their 785. So good victory indeed. Vargeist and the Black Knights doing most of the damage. Right there. Quite a lot of the Grave Guards getting a few kills in there, and Manfred as well. It's a good morale booster anyway. Keeps the Vampire Council happy. Is there a Vampire Council? I can't imagine they do much negotiating. Don't need to do much replenishment. Oh, we could do with that money. Yes, please. Oh, they're still alive. Come on. Follow again to Black Cat. +1 to public order. What's that? Yay! Our leader has a black cat. Rejoice. We shall no longer riot in the streets. Let's continue chasing them down. So resolve it this time. And another rebellion crushed. Do the magic again, to be honest. Enemy killed in battle. Weapon gained a warrior bane passive ability. Okay. And we'll stick him back in Aberheim. No, he won't, because he can't quite get there. March. There we go. Right. Okay, I think we're going to leave it there for this episode. As I said, this series should be back fairly regular, 2 to 3 episodes a week now. I'm going to make a concerted effort to keep that up. At the same time as we've obviously got the co-op campaign with Blackfire Forge. Go check his channel out and those episodes if you haven't already. They're good fun. We're not the most skillful players in the world, but we have a laugh while we do it. And relative order has been resumed, I suppose, ish. Just about, for the moment, until the next disaster. Yeah. So we'll have 2 options next time. We can either repopulate these 2 places once we get back in the positive, which we still haven't. But we've got a nice bit of money. Sorry, dark magic to help us out. And obviously we want to finally finish off the Wissenberg at Nuln and their self-named Wissenberg province, village, place. Okay, if you did enjoy this video, let me know down below. I did this for the first few episodes. No one's really ever taken me up on it. If you want to name any of the lords that aren't major faction leaders, or any of the settlements, then go ahead and leave that in the comments, and I shall rename them when I see them. Other than that, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. That'd be great. As I say, there's lots of different type of content on this channel, but Total War I'm going to make sure is always a stalwart of the channel. So there's always some of that content and some other strategy games, as well as the plethora of other genres of games I play. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in a couple of days. Bye for now.
Let's do that. I'll just say my channel name. You can do yours, and then we can just kind of jump into what the hell we're doing.
Twin Barrel J. now.
Forge Fire Black here, and
we are playing video games.
We're gonna do a co-op, historical gameplay. The orcs and the dwarves, because that.
Wait. That wasn't the actual intro, was it?
Hope it is.
Oh god, I don't know. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a tiny little indie game I'm sure you would have never heard of. Because if you had, I'm sure there would have been some hype for this game. Haha. Yeah, it's No Man's Sky. Of course it is. I am playing on the PC. I shall ignore the giant puffin dinosaur for the moment, because that is incredible that we have landed initially on a planet that has a puffin dinosaur. Again, I'm just going to keep it out of screen for this intro, because holy fuck.